So today I thought I'd go do a WIP parade, partly for me because I want to be able to look back next year and see how much progress I made, what I worked on, what I finished, and all that stuff. And then also for you because I think they're fun to watch. So maybe y'all want to watch this too. I ironed a ton of them, and then I realized how bad ironing sucks. So I stopped ironing like ones that weren't either didn't really need it or they're not really my favorite WIPs. Those ones didn't get ironed. I love them a little less, I guess. So they're not in any order. They're just in a big giant pile. But I'm gonna go through and just show you. I probably won't show you like all the threads and stuff because I have probably 40 WIPs, maybe 35 without the ones I'm going to show you. So nobody wants to be here for 5 hours. Hopefully we can keep it at a reasonable length. Let's get started. Okay, first up is the Visitor. This one is from Fox and Rabbit, but before they were Fox and Rabbit, I forget what she called herself. Let me look. The Blackberry Rabbit. So that's from them. Very, very, very pretty. I do know I changed up some of the colors, the floss colors, just to kind of better suit what I wanted. And then the leaves got all changed up because I had some counting errors and floss issues where I pulled the wrong color and didn't want to frog it, so I left it, and it looks fine because it's a leaf and leaves are green, and there you go. It's stitched on 40 count Pemberley from Needle and Flax. It's like a real pretty pale yellow color, and it's very, very nice for this one. So one more time. Oops. The Visitor from the Blackberry Rabbit, also known as Fox and Rabbit. And see, all that ironing work, and now I'm just gonna fold it back up. What a bummer. Oh well. That's my first one. And I do plan on working on this one next year because I really want it finished. I'm probably about halfway finished, so it'll be a good one to push to get that finished so I can frame it. My mom finished hers in the same fabric and floss. She actually got me the fabric when she was at StitchCon a couple years ago, and we both started it. And she finished hers and got it framed, and it looks really nice. The next one is Thanksgiving Sampler from the Prairie Schooler. It's covered by a bag. It's this one over here that I'm working on. I'm using most of the called for floss. I did switch up the green for the leaves in these boxes that all the letters are in. I made it a more light muted green instead of such a bright grass green. All DMC, very pretty, and I do plan on continuing to work on that in the new year. Oh, it's on 40 count Oatmeal from Seraphim, which is very, very nice. It goes nicely with these DMC colors. Next, I have not touched this one. Oops. Oops, oops. Holy moly. Lost a needle. Already lost a needle. Oh well. Hopefully no one sits on it. The next one is Stitcher's Garden from Tiny Modernist. I started this one a few years ago in Snyder, Texas while we were there visiting my grandma. Also started this one with my mom. I did it on, I believe this is a 20 count Aida. Not 100% certain, but it's not showing up too great on the camera, but it's a pretty, I guess that's aqua color. And I like it. I don't know why I haven't finished it. It's not that big of a design. Like, see, other than too many want to do's with not enough time for all the want to do's. But I do like that one. I don't know that I'll work on it next year unless I just get a random urge, but it's not on my list of definitely work-ons. Next is Seaworthy Sampler, Teresa Kogut. We got this full kit at Stitch West in 2022. And I'm not very far, but I'm also not sure I'm going to keep working on it. I love it. Absolutely love it. I do not like the fabric. I think it's 32 count maybe is the problem. I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure I'm using 2 threads. And that is, for some reason, a giant problem for my brain. I don't like using 2 threads. But isn't that pretty? So I kind of want to force myself to keep going, but then I'm like, just suck it up and start over on a higher count fabric so that I can use just 1 thread, because I definitely want this one. I love it too much to not finish it. So we'll see what I decide. It's in the maybe pile for now, but a definite maybe. Definitely work on it. Not sure what way I'll go as far as fabric just yet. And these two, for no reason, are housed together in a little portfolio I made using, who is that? Tula Pink fabric. It's got the cool scissor design with, I don't know, is that a weird lady? It's got eyes. Either way, cool fabric. I like it. Next, same issue with this one as Seaworthy Sampler. This is Lantern Lane from Little House Needleworks. I started it also on, I don't know if this was like the first big piece I ever started. And so, and my first linen piece. So I picked either 28 or 32. I don't know. Regardless. Can you see that with the glare? I'm sure you've seen it before. It's super, super pretty. I'm struggling, but I'm way too, oh man, there went my floss. And it's just vintage country mocha fabric. Oh my goodness. I've stitched a bunch, so I don't want to start this one over, but I do want to start this one over. What do you do? What do you do when it's like this? And I gift it to someone else to finish, but I changed so many of the floss colors and didn't write them down. And like, that one's no longer in my bag. I have no clue what the roof is. The red, I'm not sure. So I think I still have the correct green, so at least when I finish the other tree, it'll match. But the red, I'm gonna have to go see if I can't figure it out so I can finish the berries in the holly border up there. I don't know. It's pretty, or I may just say, and totally start over. I don't know, but I really love it. If you've seen it finished, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it is so, so pretty. Ooh, this is a good one too. This is Kringle's, also Little House Needleworks, and I'm not nearly far enough on it. Kringle's. I'm stitching this on a real pretty under the sea fabric called Winterbrook. My only complaint on this one is I did it in 36 count, and I don't like the coverage the black is giving me. But I guess from far away, it'll be all right. I haven't done much, but the color is so perfect that I don't want to start over on this one just because I have this fabric and I love the way the color is coming out so far for this design. And it's in a little project bag I made, lined with Santa's candy cane fabric, and it's just a tad too small, but that's okay. I make it work. Whoops. This is Oh Christmas Tree from, who's it by? All Through the Night. Oh Christmas Tree. And it's this one, it's just a whole lot of just motifs, tiny motifs stuck in there as ornaments. I'm not very far. I don't, oh, I know why I stopped, because I bought this green fabric, or green floss online. It's a, I think it's a Tudor silk, and it looked really variegated online, but once I started stitching, I don't see much variegation at all. And this one, I'm not so far that I couldn't restart. But restarting feels almost like frogging to me, and frogging hurts my feelings really bad. 'Cause even though it's not much, that took a lot of time. It's like, do I just want to throw that time away? Oh, next, the Rose and the Giant Pear, Hands Across the Sea. This one I'm also not very far on because I made, like, this was my first time using, I think this is 56 count linen. It's a Fox and Rabbit. I don't remember the exact name. It's really pretty. There are a ton of counting errors. And like I mention every time, I do what I can not to frog. In this one, I don't know if I'm too far gone. I'm gonna keep going eventually and just figure out how to make it work, because that's kind of what they did back then, you know? Like, you see counting errors in the border, and they didn't sit there and take it all out. They just made it work. Got all my silks in there. It's in a bag my mom made me. So I will probably work on that one a tiny bit in the coming year and figure out how to make my counting errors work. Not much on this one. It's Mary Alcorn. Really pretty. I like it. I found a needle. But all I have is that corner of the border. And the fabric is, I think it's the called for. What is it? Thornfield by Needle and Flax. And I got it in probably, 46 count. 46 count Thornfield is what I ordered the kit in. So there's my border. I may or may not work on this one in the coming year for reasons unrelated to the beauty of the design. The Gloriana silks are fabulous, but we'll see what I decide. And the linen is fantastic. This one I will definitely work on because I am having a lot of fun with this one. Neeltje van Buren, Hands Across the Sea. I'm stitching this on 56 count using I forgot the name of this silk last time. It is the super fine Soie Surfine silk in the number 2681 on Mason Linen Antique Button Light, but I'm having a lot of fun. I made it to the Algerian islets. I don't know if you can see those, and I'm shaking, I'm sorry. But hopefully that's, I don't know, focusing at least enough. Those teeny tiny eyelets on 56 count are something else. Like I can't see them with my regular, without readers on. They're tiny, but they're so cool. I really like them. So I'll definitely keep working on this one and hopefully finish it reasonably soon, because I do want this one on the wall. Tiny and cute. I forget. Oh, it was in a holiday box I got last year, that chart. Next is another Hands Across the Sea that I've also had some major counting issues and color issues. Margaret Beatty, Hands Across the Sea. And the counting issues on this one are with the girl. This is before I used Pattern Keeper, and I got off track somewhere with her hair and her face, and I changed the colors of her hair to make her more blonde like my girl's, and so now I'm just kind of winging it. We're gonna see where it goes, but so far I think I'm winging it pretty good. Like, she looks human, so once we get her face in, we'll see what happens. I think it'll work out. I have faith in myself, because isn't she cute with that giant rabbit with its beady red eye? Kind of creepy little guy. And housed in a Christmas project bag. Does that make sense? Next, oh, this one. It's on a pretty fabric, coffee, I think, from Northumberland Sampler House. This is my Christmas with Martha that I restarted using Vicki Clayton silks. I do have a picture. Dadgummit. There went some silks. That's what the full design looks like. Christmas with Martha. It's a very, very pretty design, but the first time I stitched it, I have it up there on the wall. It looks good, but I think I'll like it better on a slightly darker fabric. So that's what I've done. Picked a darker fabric, and I'm going for round 2. Let me grab one of those silks real fast. Okay, and the other one. I'm back. So, and I'm using a floss pack that Vicki Clayton put together. There are a few that I'm not feeling the color of the silk, so I'm going to order a couple different ones for that to hopefully continue working on it. Next, oh, I don't have this one. I bought in PDF, and I don't have my iPad. Louisa Barney from, is it Reflet de Soie? I think so. It's a giant, massive pattern with a ton of color changes, but I love it. I love it probably more than any other chart I have. And for some reason, that's as far as I am. But look at that cowl. Isn't he cool? So neat. And this is all DMC on a linen I dyed several years ago myself. Turned out really pretty color. Gorgeous. I definitely want to work on that one this year. Hopefully I actually do, because I've been saying that for months and months and months, that I want to pull this one back out, and I just keep doing other stuff instead. This one I haven't worked on in a while. It's Christmas Alphabet, and I'm stitching it on 14 count black Ada, maybe 18 count, 14 I think, or 16, I don't know. Scarlet House Christmas Alphabet. I started it on giant Ada because I used, gosh, it's been a long time then. When my girls were in preschool, the twins, I needed something I could take in the car, and Ada's perfect for the car. Wow, so they were 4, and they're almost 7. That little bitty chart has taken me years. That's okay. But it looks cool, doesn't it, on the black? I think it'll be really neat if I ever get around to finishing it. This one is a model stitch that I've shown before for a reproduction sampler I'm doing. It's on this really pretty tabby cat 46 count linen, and I'm using just different brands of silks that matched up with the floss on the antique. The antique was not stitched on dark, but I still pulled floss colors that matched the antique, and it's going to be a good one when I finally finish. And look how pretty that linen is with my starry owl bag. Very, very nice. Oh, this one I picked up at Stitcher's Garden in Albuquerque. Let me show you the chart first, because there's not much done. It's by, who is this by? My Big Toe. Isn't that cute? It made me, I saw it at the cash register. Very, very good marketing on her part. She had it stitched up right there where you could see it while you were paying. I need more. And I was like, that is too cute. I need that. So it worked on me. But I picked this Under the Sea fabric. It's called Boreas. Very pretty. And it's that's like a dark midnight blue silk that I'm using. Oh, I love this one. I need to upload this one to Pattern Keeper so I can get back to it and get a little more done. Smith Sampler, isn't that the prettiest? The Scarlet House, so pretty. In her charts, she does them really big on paper, so they're easy to read. At least the ones I have, you can see it's nice and large, but it's still, once you've used Pattern Keeper, like if you use it, you know what I'm talking about. It is so easy and makes my stitching much quicker. I'm using all the called for silks. The border is it's a border with a lot of color changes, but it's fabulous. So it's not a border you can leave off and still get the full effect of the sampler, and housed in a Christmas bag. Because again, nothing can make sense around here. But this one I will definitely work on more once I finally just sit down and get those pages. Like I take a picture with my phone and then I airdrop them over to my iPad to put them into Pattern Keeper. So I just need to do that. Next is Elizabeth Stevenson. And I don't know if I've made any progress since I showed this last. I know I showed it in either my first or second Flosstube, but it's the 2025 Queen of the May from Hands Across the Sea. It's a very, very large chart, but also very, very pretty. And I got wild and decided to stitch it on. I ironed this. You can't tell though. 56 count. I picked, the attic had the, how they'll cut it to size, so they had it just right there, easy to pick up and grab, and tell yourself 56 count is no big deal. So I did it, but I'm really happy I did because those stitches are just adorable. Next is, and I don't have the pattern for this one, it's at my mom's house, safe and secure, because I paid way too much for it, but it is Into All a Good Night from Blackbird Designs. I did take the, like how I told you I take pictures and put it in Pattern Keeper. I have done that with this one, so right now I'm to where this is like a big fruit garland thing over the door, at least I think it's fruit. So I need to get back to that, and I can do that here pretty soon since it is December, and before I know it, December is going to be over. I need to get cracking. Ooh, this one is so pretty. This is a design I was hoping to release this year, but I'm not fast enough at stitching. This is my Christmas cardinal. I'm stitching it on 40 count navy bean linen from Lakeside. And I'm a decent chunk of the way done. I have to do this bowl full of, I don't even remember what I filled it with. Greenery and berries probably. And then finish the branch he or she is sitting on. So some of you have asked for that one and have asked me to do, said you'd prefer if I picked a Christmas in July release. So that's an option, or the other option is wait till closer to next Christmas. So if you have a preference, let me know. If you want July, then that'll change just kind of how frequently I work on it, so I can definitely get it finished. This is United We Stand, using the called for overdyed cottons. United We Stand from Blackbird. Let me pull out it's finished into is that a pin pillow? I don't know, a square like pillow thing. But I am stitching it all, like to frame is a sampler. So I'll stitch the square part, and then United We, I can't remember how much is on the first band. Like there's a flower border, United We, the square stand, and then a flower border, and then I'll be able to frame it. I will keep working on this one this year because it's fabulous. Where are we on time? Ooh, only 30 minutes. I'm doing good. This one is Matter in Hand from Jeanette Douglas. And this one, I just need more time, because each of these tiny little motifs, like if you just tell yourself, okay, I'll do this one this week, it's not an overwhelming amount of stitching. It's just finding the time. Isn't that pretty? And these are the called for DMCs that I picked on 36 count Eastwick from Needle and Flax. That one's pretty. So hopefully I get at least a few more motifs done this coming year. I think I should be able to handle that. This one I'm definitely going to finish this year because it is, let me remember the name of it. Hold on. American Welcome from Plum Street. Isn't that cool? I love the colors of this one. So I did buy the Color and Cotton Floss Pack just because I loved the colors too much. They were too perfect to not use those called for. And what is that? Probably halfway, almost halfway finished. But it's so good. So good. So I definitely want to, especially once summer comes and we're not in school, I can focus on that one quite a bit more. This one I need to finish because I'm so close, but it's another one on 32 count. It is Bovina, Plum Street. Sorry about the glare. Stitching it on a random, like, you know, those, what do they call them? Like the small packs of just random linens that you can get. I don't know if they're mist dyes or what, but it's one that I got from Color and Cotton, and you didn't know the count or any of that. till you got it. In this one, I liked the color. Thought the chart's small enough. I can do another 32. It'll be fine. I don't like it. Not at all. 32 is not my favorite. This one, Joyful Scene, Teresa Kogut. I am not very far at all. And I don't know why. That thing's so cute. Isn't he? But that's where I am. A border and a tree trunk. Using the called for DMC, I believe. Oh, called for everything. Never mind. Called for overdyes and DMCs. Next. Sorry. I'm trying to get all the Annie B's stockings stitched. I got one stitched this year. I'm hoping instead of a WIP, number 2 will actually be a finish by the time the year is over. I finished this one in January and then recently picked it back up to keep working on the second stocking. And I'm doing them on this fat quarter of fabric that I hope all 12 will fit on. So, because if all 12 don't, that's going to be a giant bummer. They won't all match just right, but I think they will all fit. Oh, this is my freebie. I got a little bit more done on it. Ho 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 Elf. I think last time I just had his shoe or his leg and shoe done, so I just got 2.5 more letters stitched. I like it. It's cute. Hopefully this one also turns into a finish instead of a WIP before the year actually ends. This is my bag full of all my prairie schooler stuff. And I have been working on 1999 Santa. He's holding the gingerbread man. So, decent progress on him. I work on him at school during lunch. Nice and fun. Oh, this is Midnight Santa. I was gonna start the Sal in January. There's a Sal group for it. I don't remember, Teresa Kogut Midnight Santa Sal, maybe, a group on Facebook. But I'm impatient. It was kitted up and I couldn't wait any longer. So there's my progress on that. I don't have a picture because I bought the PDF file of the chart. I kitted it up in all the called for colors. I don't know the linen. I bought it at a retreat and I've lost the tag to it, but it's a very pretty color linen. What was I gonna say? Oh, but the Sal is being hosted by Karen from Fox and Rabbit, and I'm scared to get it wrong, but I want to say the Wandering Stitcher on Instagram. I hope that's the correct person, but if not, you'll find the group and you'll see who it is. We're almost finished. Oh, this bag has my Freedom Quaker in, I'm doing this on 56 count. Looks like Ashley Down from Tabby Cat. But the Freedom Quaker, I don't know where my pattern is. And I can't remember who designed it. From the Heart, maybe? Look up From the Heart if you want to find out. Because it's a good one for the 250th birthday. Like if you're doing a year of patriotic stitching, it's a really good one. And then on the same piece, just over here, I'm stitching Be Not a Dunce from, oh my gosh, Mama Loves You GB. So the chart shows that it's an all black, but I switched up the colors, and then Q, M, and I are my daughter's initials. And I work on this one while we're camping, so I will not work on this again until we go camping. And let me tell you what is fun. Camping and the lighting while camping in 56 counts. But it works. I get a little bit done and I enjoy it. What else? Oh, this one. Raccoon Ravel. I showed this in my first floss tube. I worked on it a tiny bit, but again, it is on 32 count fabric. So I'm quite a ways, like literally hardly anything left. And so hopefully next year will be the year, next fall. It's in my cute, it's in an appropriate bag, fall themed bag that I made. Oh, this bag I put all my, or not all, but a lot of the charts I've designed that I want to restitch. And so they're just all kind of in here with different floss colors that have been used in my designs. Some of them I've already restitched, but I leave the pattern in here just because apparently. This is my animal crackers bag. My tassels are falling off. I'm kind of sad. But I have all the animal cracker charts that I've purchased in here, along with floss for the ones I'm currently in a random bag of floss. I don't know what those go to. But anyway, so like here, I don't have a big start on her, but this is Clovis with, she's the, what is she? Is that a badger? Cute, whatever she is, with her floss. The thing to hook the floss on to make it organized, but I haven't done that yet. I'm stitching her on 40 count Winter Brew by R&R, but that's as far as I am. That's like down the middle of her face. So not much progress on her, but that's because I got sidetracked stitching Lily. I started her and then I caved and purchased Lily. So Lily became the focus, and I'm not even that far on Lily, but Lily's the frog. And she's gonna wear a coordinating outfit with Maggie May. So if you want to see my Maggie May, she's adorable over on Instagram. She's in her patriotic outfit and she lives in my patriotic stitching box. There's where I am on Lily. I'm stitching Lily on 40 count Fox and Rabbit paper bark. And she's turning out nicely so far. A little creepy right now, but she'll be cute when I'm finished. And her floss, there's all of Lily's colors, including the dress, but I won't use those colors for her dress. I will use the red and white Aura floss. Oh no, there's Lily's colors. I don't know whose colors these are, but they belong to an animal cracker, so they're in here. Sometimes. Sorry. Pardon my reach. This was going to be my blessing sampler, and then I made a counting error and got annoyed. So I stopped. But my stitching was still very blessed this year. I think I'm up to 25 finishes. Not bad. Most of them are small, but 25 smalls is still pretty good. Okay, so my blessing sampler was going to be Our Home. It's a sewing box, but I was just going to do the square and frame it. I thought that was cute. But I made a counting error. I tried to fudge it. it wasn't working. I don't remember even where my counting error is on here. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna be like, just start over. That's all I have done. And I got discouraged because I couldn't fudge it. It's like not gonna, I don't know. I'll probably try fudging it again since I can't remember why it wouldn't work. And I'll get like several hundred more stitches before I remember, and then I'll get annoyed again. But it's a pretty chart. Oh, it's in this book. For my friend. And it's got quite a few charts in here. Another one that would be good for, like, if you do a Valentine's Day stitch. I like that one. A good blessing sampler too. But we will see. I'm not doing a blessing sampler this year. That was too much pressure, trying to get a sampler done in a month. I change projects too often to have that kind of pressure in my life. This is Prairie Life Sampler. I am not far on it at all, because when I started this is when I was just making the switch from Aida to linen. So it's on a 20 count. Ooh, that is pretty though. 20 count Aida. That's really pretty. But I don't know if I'll finish. I'm using the called for DMC, mostly called for. There were a few that I was like, that color doesn't look so hot, but okay. I was dead set on not finishing this one, but looking at it, I really like it. I dyed this Aida myself, so I don't know. I don't know how I did it. I don't know what colors I mixed, but it's a pretty one. Okay, maybe I'll stitch on that a little bit this year. This is, oh, well, that's cute. I think I'm so close to finished. This is one I designed for my Advent box last year. I need to get on the ball. That's so close. I could have had another ornament finished. Okay, I might finish this one this year. We'll see. I don't know. What is, sorry, I had a text from the bank, but I didn't see it in time to know if it was good or bad. So, okay, I'm gonna definitely work on that one. Let's put that over here. Oh, this one, good gosh, they're so tiny, but this one, I made, it's his and her stockings from Plum Street. Aren't those cute? I think I'm just gonna start completely over. I was gonna, again, fudge my error, but then it made it too off for the stocking, and I'm not that far, so I should just chunk this whole thing, probably, right? Like there is no saving that. I tried my best. Yeah, I think this is no longer a WIP. It's gonna have to be a kitted project. That's really sad. I guess I could save this piece of linen possibly for something. But I also started stitching it. I'm pretty sure this is the old week space before they switched to Zweigart, and I do not like it. It's very finicky or something. Okay, this is going in kits. No longer a WIP. Oh, this one I love, but I never work on it because I never have time. Twill Rooster from Birds of a Feather. I'm stitching mine using a blue water lily silk. Ooh, it's pretty. That's as far as I am. Isn't that pitiful? Is that blurry? Can you see? Anyway, the silk is super gorgeous on this fabric. So I need to make time for this one. It's good. It's good. See, this is why I don't get many finishes or on like big things, because I have so many that are just good that you have to work on. And then I'll start more just super good ones, you know. Oh, this one. I'm restarting this one too, I think, because it's one of those kits. A Luca S kit. Isn't that so neat? Like, way pretty. But it's on whatever count fabric this is. I think it's 16. So you have to use 2 strands of floss. And again, I've discussed plenty of times my dislike for 2 strands of floss. But even like, look, isn't that good? It's just that tiny little corner by the North Pole sign. That's so cool. Or do I keep work? I don't know. What do I do? Anyway, so my thought is restart it on 46 count, just white 46 count linen, maybe, you think? What are your thoughts on that? Have you ever done a full coverage on linen? I guess it's no different than like the animal crackers. Those are just small full coverage things, you know, or I think it'll work. Do you? Am I crazy? Questioning myself, but I'll probably try it. So I should put, so now is this a kit or a WIP? Let's put it in the kits. Oh, this one I showed, and I haven't stitched any more on it since I showed you, so I didn't even iron it. Marie Louise Perret. My hands on the, hands across the sea. Anyway, so still super pretty, still same spot that it was last time we talked. This one is so cute. It's Lori Holt's Hometown Holiday Sampler. I did a conversion to NPI Silks. I was doing a stitch along with Fat Quarter Shop, so I just went on their website and picked NPI Silks based on the picture online. And for the most part, I was pretty happy with what I got. They do a really good job of trying to photograph their products accurately, so I was pretty happy. But I'm not very happy with my progress. And it's been in this Q-Snap since the last December. Or not Q-Snap, what is this? Nerd Hoop. So hopefully my linen is okay. It's on 46 count praline from Forbidden Fiber. Maybe I can get a few more, maybe I can at least get like, so I finished the F. I can finish that star and maybe I can get the row of holly done this year. That's a good goal. Okay, don't let me forget I made a goal for myself. I think that's my second goal. Yes, my first one was that cow that I was so close to finishing. So I'm going to put you over here too. Oh, this is another pitiful start. But it's on that really pretty Rose Hill Farm sampler from Stacy Nash, right? Yes, Stacy Nash. So it's 179 by 191, so it's not huge, right? But regardless, that's as far as I've gotten. Like a tiny, tiny bit of the border. Oh, this is Coming to America. Also, a pitiful start. Coming to America by Brenda Gervais. I love it. I've loved it since the minute I saw it. I saw it and immediately called Tinsmith's wife and ordered it. And that's as far as I am. In like a year and a half. This, I'll make that a goal because it's America's birthday. Let's tell myself that. Oh, this one I'm working on, but it's over there on a one of those roll frames. What are those called? Scroll frame. Heritage sampler. I'm not very far. I've done like one flower. But this one, it's cute and tiny. House from Little House Needleworks. And it's from when I first started. So it's on Ada. Isn't that cute? I need to get that done too, because it's so small, so cute, and I could get a WIP out of my way. And the last one, I guess. Oh no, I have a couple more over there. This is the Shine On, ouch, sampler. It's somewhere in the back of the book here. Right there. Shine On sampler. It's a quilt, and they turned it into a cross stitch. There's the quilt, Bonnie and Camille. This one I used to work on when my girls were in tumbling class. I got pretty far, but it's also, again, on Ada and 2 strands of floss, but I like it. So I guess if I ever have a need for a car stitching project again, this one and my Christmas alphabet are still ones that I will work on for that. Empty. Okay, let me grab these 2 or 3. Whoa. Okay. First, I did not iron this one just because it's huge and I didn't want to. Sarah A. Sanderson from Scarlet House. I'm using called for, is it NPI? I think. Yes, called for NPI silks. Ginormous. And that's all I've accomplished. But we'll see what I keep doing. Hopefully what I keep doing is not purchasing more kits, but then there's some really good ones that you fall in love with. And this one is Martha Walmsley from Hands Across the Sea. Another pitiful, terrible, sad start. I don't even know which way it goes. Like I think, yeah, I have no idea. I think it goes that way, but that's all I've got is a little bit of the border. A lot of color changes. I need to cut my fabric down, but I'm scared. But I love this chart. Like when I saw it, I wanted it really badly, and I waited a little while just because I knew I also wanted all the silks with it. And then finally I was able to get it, and that's as far as I've gotten. I think that's kind of sad. What did I do with it? Oh, right here. But hopefully, I made a counting error in the border, but it's such a, I think it's a border that you can get away with some errors. It's not one of those where being precise is super duper important. Hopefully, that's what I say now, but watch me get into another issue with thinking that way. Okay, and last, sorry if you hear my couch squeak. Feast of Friendship, Blackbird Designs. I've loved this one since forever too. And I'm stitching it using Vicki Clayton Silks. I don't think I've made any more progress since the last time I showed this on my first Flosstube, but I'll show you again just in case you didn't see that one. Pretty portion of a house for now. So that is that. And there are a few WIPs that I don't have. I'm hoping they're at my mom's house. That like I like them. One of them is Quilted Witch that I can think of off the top of my head. Quilted Witch from Lori Holt. It's not that I dislike it. It's just, it's on Ada again. It's on a 20 count Ada, so that part's good. And she's gigantic for how simple she looks. She's just really big. So I don't know if I would keep working on it this year or save it for another day, but I do want to find it along with a few others that I couldn't find. And then I've got about 10 still in my WIP tote that I have zero interest in working on anytime soon. So I will save those for Lord knows when. Oh yeah, oh, I have one more. I started this one Sunday. This is, I don't think I have the chart, unless it's in my, maybe I do in my bag of designs I wanted to restitch. I don't, but it is, you can see it if you really want to see the full picture, because it is a cute design. It's my nativity. You can see it on my website if you want to take a peek at it at screendoorneedleworks.com. That's the camel. I'm restitching this one. This is 56 count something, Rustic Charm from Seraphim, and it is so soft. I like it. I'm stitching it in. It's charted in DMC, and I stitched it, I believe, 3 times in DMC on all different sizes fabric. But this time I'm doing 56 count using 103s. So far I think it's gonna be great, but look at that itty bitty camel. I wish I knew where I stuck the models of the other one, because I think the first one I did was on 28 count Monaco, just to see the size difference. I think that's fun. Okay, I think for reals, that is the end now. So I went as quick as I could. Hopefully it wasn't too quick. Hopefully I gave you enough details, not too many details. If you want more information on any of them, you can leave me a comment and I will do my best to figure out whatever it is you have a question on and to remember to give you the answer. Sometimes I struggle there, so feel free to message me and remind me and be like, hey, where's your memory? Who knows? But that's that. I hope you have fun stitching. Have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.